Hello. Hello. Happy Halloween. Hello. We will just wait a few minutes for people to trickle in. But feel free to say hi in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm just going to share the link on Facebook. Hi, Sophie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like little flowers. Yes, I have this little hat that I got from the dollar store. What is this? Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to figure out how to post the link. Hi, Jackie. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Yes, I'm wearing this little hat. Kind of looks like lopsided, but not much I can do about it. How is everyone? I have a little pumpkin. Last year I had a big one. Well, a medium one, I should say. Jackie says, just snuggling with the puppy, so can't complain. Oh my God, that's so cute. So cute. So, I mean, I have a specific question that I want everyone to answer today, but you can also suggest a name for this pumpkin. Last year, the pumpkin's name was Miguel, like the character from Coco. So, yeah, I will ask everyone to name this pumpkin soon. All right, just 1 or 2 more minutes. Feel free to also share the link on your socials so that people can come join us and have fun. I am in a new room. If you've noticed, I'm going to do the concerts from the living room from now on. The setup is a lot easier. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. Dollar store fund. What can I say? Hello, Mom. It's so funny. Like, this shirt is like fancy. It's from Simon's, and I spent like $40 on it. And then this is just like $2. Hello, everyone. We're going to get started in 1 minute. Don't hesitate to share the link on Facebook and wherever. Oh, Sophie. Simon's is your happy place, Sarah? Or is this your happy place? The real questions. Okay, we're going to get started. Welcome everyone to Caitlin's Cozy Concerts, the concert series where you can remain cozy at home and not catch COVID. Sarah says that her happy place is this and Simon's. Got it. I'm super excited to be back here. Last concert was at the end of July, so I took a break. I did some things, but I was also kind of relaxing. And yeah, before we continue, I will offer a land acknowledgement. So I would like to acknowledge that this concert is taking place in Jojage, Montreal, on the traditional territory of the St. Lawrence Iroquoians, the Ginenkahaga Mohawk, and the Haudenosaunee tribes and nations. I've actually compiled a Google Doc full of resources. So resources for Indigenous rights, social justice, other links like subscribing to my newsletter. So you can find that Google Doc link in the description box below. So it has all the resources in one place because the description box was getting a bit cluttered. So you can bookmark that Google Doc and you can refer to it whenever you'd like. And all the resources are there. And yeah, we are back for a 13th installment of this virtual concert series. I'm no longer going to be doing them every month, but we will still have a great time whenever these end up happening. Most likely I'll be doing it every 2 or 3 months. But yeah, just to let you know about that. Thank you so much for being here. You will hear today, Dad says, I'm here but can't get feed to play. That's weird. I don't know how to help you, Father. Today you will hear some autumny, Halloweeny, spooky music. And of course, you can send some money my way. I mean, you can send money my way like any day, but in particular for these concerts. And half of all proceeds that I receive will be sent to Indigenous individuals in need in the Montreal area. So you can send donations either through PayPal or e-transfer if you're in Canada. The links are below. And basically what I do is I'm a part of a Facebook group. The link to that is in the Google Doc. And in that group, Indigenous people can post requesting financial aid for any reason. And then settlers can send them money directly, usually by e-transfer. Of course, the chat is always open. Please make use of it. Let me know how you're doing today, what you're thinking of the music and what we're talking about and that sort of thing. And so I actually have 2 questions to ask. Question number 1 is what are your favorite Halloween movies and or albums? Funny enough, I don't actually listen to music that often. I mostly listen to podcasts, but I'm interested to know if there are any kind of fall albums that you really like or like spooky albums. Of course, I'll share some of mine. But then my second question is, what should we name this little pumpkin? If you were here last year in October, I had like a medium-sized pumpkin with a face on it. And we ended up calling it Miguel from the movie Coco. So this year, you can give me suggestions for this tiny pumpkin. So cute. And so you see here, I have some decorations that says boo. I think it's backwards on the screen. And then that little thing says trick or treat. All from the dollar store. Except for this. This was not from the dollar store. So yeah, let me know. You can also let me know if there are any technical issues, video, audio wise. Let me know. So before I get started, could someone just let me know if everything looks and sounds okay? Just want to make sure. No responses. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Okay. Sarah says favorite Halloween movie is Halloween Town. I've never seen that. Is it scary? If it's not scary, I'll watch it. If it's scary, I'm not going to watch it. Hi, Allison. Okay, thank you. Great. Thanks for being here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 2 questions. Tell me what your favorite Halloween movies and or albums are. And then the second question is name that pumpkin. Give me name suggestions. Okay, so I'm going to take this off because it's actually kind of hurting my head. I'll put it back later. Okay. So, Halloween Town is a Disney Channel movie. I did not know that. Oh, so it's not like scary, I would assume. Pure nostalgia factor. Nice. Okay, one of my favorite Halloween movies. Well, okay, so my favorite movie of all time, but it is also one that I watch around Halloween, even though it's not about Halloween, is Coco. I just watched it last weekend, I think. And it makes me cry, and it's just the best movie of all time. So that's one of my favorite movies. But I know that it's not like, the topic is not Halloween, but I just watch it around this time of year. Okay, so we will 2001. Debbie Reynolds. Wow. You learn something new every day. I will check that out, Sarah. Thank you for the suggestion. The first piece on today's program. We have 4 solo flute pieces. I don't know. I will be playing 4 solo flute pieces. The program is actually in the description box if you want to get the kind of spelling or see the program right now. So the first piece on the program is called Dark is Away by Alice Jones, and it was composed in 2020. Alice Jones is a Black American composer, flutist, teacher, and administrator. So in 2020, she launched a project called #TinyEfforts2020. And basically, she composed 4 solo pieces that could be played by a variety of instruments. The sheet music is available for free, and she invited musicians to record these pieces, and she would pay some of them as much as she could for their performances. Comment break. Sophie says, I like Practical Magic. I also haven't seen that. It's on my list to watch, like, maybe this weekend if I have time. Seems interesting. Jackie says, favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus. Yes, that's one of my favorites too. Recent, though. I think I only watched it last year, so now I'm going to keep watching it every year. Jackie also loves The Haunting of Bly Manor and Haunting of Hill House. Right. I've heard they're really interesting. It's too scary for me. Also love most horror movies, but watch those year round. Oh, nice. Yeah. No, I don't do horror, but that's interesting. Yeah, I really like Hocus Pocus as well. Practical Magic, I'm looking forward to watching. Sarah says, seconding Hill House and Bly Manor. It's so good. Same creator just released Midnight Mass. Right. I've heard of all of these. They seem very cool. But I think I'd rather just like know what the story is about rather than watch it because I think it's like too scary for me. All right, so Dark is Away by Alice Jones. This was actually composed as part of the kind of sequel to her project, so #TinyEfforts2021, even though she composed this one specifically in 2020. But basically for #TinyEfforts2021, she composed 4 new pieces, which includes Dark is Away. And Black and Indigenous people could receive funds for performing or recording these pieces, which is really cool. She doesn't really provide like an elaborate explanation of any kind with this sheet music. But to me, it's a really interesting title that can mean anything really. But I think what I'm thinking that it means is that dark is not inherently bad, let's say. Dark is away. It's a very unique title, so I'd love to know what the music makes you think of in terms of the title. She does give an indication for the performer right at the top of the sheet music that says, quote, pouring liquid, a cup that can never be filled, end quote. So that's how she wants you to play this piece, which is also very interesting. So yeah, I will get to that. Don't forget to name this little guy or girl or non-binary pumpkin. I'll share some more of my favorite movies after. But yeah, so this is Dark is Away by Alice Jones. Sorry, I'm going to lower my microphone a bit. I forgot. Just for the playing portions. So there you go. That was Dark is Away by Alice Jones. It's not necessarily meant for flute specifically. It can be played by any instrument. I think she actually provides treble and bass clef versions. So basically, really almost any instrument, which is cool. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for being here. Jackie says, wow, such a beautiful tone and so many different colors. Gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Allison. Yeah, it's a great piece. Thanks, Elizabeth. Jackie says, it kind of sounds like it could be the title of a Lana Del Rey song. That's so true. That is very accurate. Yeah. I thought it was very like fall appropriate, you know? Thanks, Mom. Yeah, it's a really nice one. I'm curious and excited to look at her other pieces from this year and last year because I'm sure they're all just as interesting and cool. And what's really great is that she offers the sheet music for free, which is cool. She might be accepting donations. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I will share some other of my favorite Halloween movies. So I made like a list. I think starting last year, I like decided to make a list for this kind of season, mostly October, of like which movies to make sure to watch. So of course I mentioned Coco, which is my favorite movie of all time. Hocus Pocus now is definitely going to be on my list every year. It's great. I also watched Beetlejuice. I hadn't seen Beetlejuice in like a really long time. I don't know why. But yeah, it had been many, many years that I had seen it. I didn't remember it properly at all, but I love it. I think it's iconic. I'd love to see the musical one day, but probably won't happen. What else have I watched? Oh, I watched like, I don't know if there's more than two, but like the two Addams Family movies from like the 90s. Those are also iconic. Beetlejuice. Oh my God, so good. So those are some of mine. I have a couple movies left to watch this weekend, but I'll let you share some of yours still. Okay, Dad, great. You can see and hear me? Cool. Does anyone have like a favorite fall time like album that they listen to? Again, I actually don't really listen to music much. And when I do, it's mostly musical theater. Sarah says my life goal is one day to have an Addams Family group costume. Oh my God. I would participate. I don't know how to make costumes, but if someone made it for me and did my makeup, I would totally participate. Okay. Also, if anyone has a name for this little pumpkin, please leave your suggestions in the chat. Thank you. All right, I'll start telling you a bit about the second piece. So the second piece on the program is called Fantasia, and it was composed by Sergio Roberto de Oliveira. Pardon my accent. I don't know when it was composed. I can't find the year anywhere, but it was his Opus 4, so I'm assuming a while ago, early on in his career. You may recall, actually, last year in October, I also played a piece by this composer called Perdao, and I also played it for the Next Us Festival, if you had watched that. So I really like his style of music. Sarah says, name suggestion is Lilith. It just seems spooky. Yes. Yes. I will still accept other suggestions until the end of the show, but that one might not be beat. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mom. My mom says I'm funny. Okay, so de Oliveira was a Brazilian composer who unfortunately passed away a few years ago at a young age. He passed away due to cancer. But yeah, I really love his style of music, of composition. So Fantasia is in 3 movements, and it is very, I would say, overall is very mysterious. Focuses a lot on rhythm, very interesting rhythms, especially in the last movement. And it definitely fits in with today's kind of spooky Halloween vibe. The second movement is very like languid. And in general, it's kind of a little bit on the quirky side of classical music style. So I thought it fit in very well with today's theme. So that's what I'm going to play now. Just do that. So this is Fantasia by Sergio Roberto de Oliveira. There are 3 movements. So that was Fantasia by Sergio Roberto de Oliveira. Jackie says, so cinematic. I'm imagining an opening credits to a horror movie featuring fall leaves in New England. I love that. That's so vivid. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Isn't it kind of like weird? But like it's not well, it's not fully tonal, but it's also not fully like atonal. So it's like it's weird in between. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I really like his music. I wish he was more well known, at least kind of, for flutists. Thanks. That was really cool. I've never heard of it before. Yeah, I actually just found his music on sheetmusicplus.com. I'm pretty sure I found his music on the website before having heard of him. Last year when I was searching for solo flute pieces, which now I have like 50 that I like have already played. But yeah, his I thankfully his music is available for PDF download, so it's pretty inexpensive, which is why I was able to discover his music, and it's really great. Sophie says, I feel like that gave me the inspiration to finalize my paper proposal topic, which I'm working on right now. Nice. That is really cool. I think you'll find inspiration from the next piece as well. I think everyone's going to really like it as well. Before I do go on to the next piece on the program, just a friendly reminder that I am accepting your money. You can send a donation my way if you're enjoying the show. You can do that either through PayPal or e-transfer if you live in Canada. The information is in the description box. And half of all proceeds that I receive this weekend will be sent to Indigenous individuals in need in the Montreal area. So yeah, thank you so much if you do end up sending some money my way. Dad says, I knew Little Pumpkin and Gordo was his name. That's like, oh, is that the Hanukkah song, the dreidel song? I forget what that is reference is. But I don't think Gordo is going to be making in the running when we have Lilith. Sorry. Good try, though. Good try. I'm still accepting suggestions. Okay, another one of my favorite Halloween movies, sorry, I just blanked, is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hello. Hello. One of my favorite movies and musicals of all time to begin with. Oh, bingo. LOL. I was like, that's a Jewish song, right? Sorry. Wow. Anyways, yeah, Rocky Horror is one of my favorite movies. I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. Pretty sure. It is amazing, and I love it. I keep wanting to go to, like, I know in Montreal, I was just talking about it last night on a Zoom call. Montreal, they have these like movie viewings, but also with like live actors and stuff. And I've always wanted to go, but I'm so intimidated and scared. But maybe next year I'll go. I knew a farmer who had a dog, and bingo was, oh, right. Okay. I was like, dreidel? Passover? What? Oh man. I guess next concert I'll play bingo. So yeah, let me know. Keep letting me know what some other movies that you enjoy are. I have that on my list. Practical Magic, which I've never seen. And, oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas. But I can never decide if I want to watch it as part of my Christmas movies or Halloween. I think, I'm not sure. Let me know if you think The Nightmare Before Christmas goes better. I mean, I know it's like spooky, but since it contains Christmas, I never know which season to put it in. So, undecided there. Sarah says, so here's the thing, my love of Rocky Horror has been tainted because I directly associated with Glee. I don't know if I ever saw whatever episode that was. Oh, man. The comments are very funny today. No. Sarah, you just have to watch Rocky Horror like 20 times and then the taste of Glee will leave your mouth. All right. So while you are all making fun of me for not recognizing bingo, I will introduce the third piece on the program, which is called Full Moon by Keyna Wilkins, and it was composed in 2012. So you may recall this composer from the April concert when I played her piece Floating in Space. If you remember, I was playing with a backing track of Nebulae, so like really cool. That was one of the coolest pieces I've ever played. And this one is also really cool, but it's just for solo flute. So Keyna Wilkins is a white Australian composer and musician. She's a flutist, but she might play other instruments. I wouldn't be surprised. She focuses on improv, electroacoustic elements, and other really kind of cool, modern, multidisciplinary things in her music and performances. My dad says we saw Rocky Horror at Stratford. Yes. Was I there? I don't remember. I don't think so. And Jackie says, I shamelessly love Glee. My FB profile picture when it first came out was me making the Glee thumb. I was obsessed. Oh yeah, I loved it too at the time, for sure. It just, looking back, it's just so extravagant. Let's put it that way. So that's a bit about the composer, Keyna Wilkins. This piece, Full Moon, as you might imagine, fits really well with today's theme of kind of spooky Halloween, fall sorts of music. She describes this piece as such, quote, Full Moon creates an atmosphere of reflection and mystery like the moon itself. The piece meanders in an impressionistic and improvisatory manner as if dreaming. Centering around G Phrygian mode with much chromatic color, it takes inspiration from midnight during a full moon, end quote. Like, totally number one piece that fits today's theme. Sarah says, Glee was such a large part of my life in 2009. I recently found my iPod and I had 60 plus Glee songs on it. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I also had a lot of Glee songs on my iPod. Notably some Madonna songs that they covered. Don't ask. So there is a version of this piece, Full Moon, performed by Keyna Wilkins on YouTube, like a live performance, and it's fairly unique because I think at the time she really was more or less improvising. I don't know if she had notated the piece down yet or not, but the kind of version I'll be presenting today is going off of the score that is available on her website. So it might not be the exact kind of same thing, but the main notes and everything are the same. So in a second, I will present to you Full Moon by Keyna Wilkins. Why was the Madonna episode so formative? I don't know, but it was, right? It really was. Like a Prayer and Like a Virgin, I think, were the two that I was like, had the Glee version on my iPad. Now for something completely un-Madonna-like. Full Moon by Keyna Wilkins. So that was Full Moon by Keyna Wilkins. I think this is a super, super cool piece. I really like her compositional style. Yeah. Jackie says, love it. Thank you. C'est tout petit, j'adore. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, it's cool. Lots of semitones. Very, very appropriate title. Thank you, Allison. We're almost at the end of the program. It's a little short today. Any other names for this pumpkin right there? You can also name the ghost if you want. I think we're going to go with Lilith for the pumpkin. Thank you, Sarah. So if you would like to name the ghost, you can do that too. I will take suggestions. Also, again, let me know, do you prefer watching The Nightmare Before Christmas during Halloween season or Christmas season? I need to know. Time is of the essence. Sophie says Lucifer. It looks so cute, though. It looks so nice and innocent. I don't know. Jackie says, I don't know why, but he looks like a marshal. Yeah, I feel like that's more of the vibe that it gives off. Like a goofy name. I don't know. We have Marshall in the running. Lilith and Marshall. Oh my God. All right. So I will present the last piece on the program. Sarah says Marshall seems like he just wants to have a good time with his friend Lilith. Yes, I agree. Those are good suggestions. Sophie says, but Lucifer is funny because they were expected to be mean and scary, but turned out like Casper. I see what you mean. I don't think I could see it for this ghost in particular, but I get it, Sophie. So the last piece on today's program is called Be Still My Soul, and it was composed by Rhonda Larson in 2003. Larson is a white American composer and flutist. She is very prolific. She has many recordings, many compositions. She seems to be a very prolific performer and musician, which is really cool. I really like her style as well. So Be Still My Soul was inspired by a hymn. You just say hymn, right? You don't pronounce the N. Oh. It was inspired by a hymn of the same title. And my notes are too sparse, but I think the melody that she uses in the music was originated from the piece Finlandia by Sibelius, which I've yet to listen to. But so the first line of the hymn that this piece is based on is, quote, "Be still, my soul, thy Lord is on thy side. Bear patiently your cross of grief or pain," end quote. Now, probably everyone here knows I'm not religious and I'm certainly not Christian. But this isn't the first piece that I've played that's kind of based on a religious theme or quote or whatever. But so the reason I still kind of play this music is because I find it so fascinating how much beautiful music does come from people's faith and from people being inspired by kind of religious elements. So this piece for solo flute, it's for solo flute, but Rhonda Larson also composed a piano accompaniment if you do want to play it with piano, which I think is cool. But the music is never actually really still. It's always moving. It's basically just almost never ending, 16th notes basically. And it is a solo, but you can definitely hear kind of overarching melodies baked into all these fast arpeggios sort of thing. And these are really beautiful melodies. that sound way easier than they are. Just little secret there. Actually, I don't know if she's still here, but Allison just performed this maybe a few months ago, I guess now. But I watched a concert of Allison, who's in the chat, playing solo flute music, and she played this piece, right? I hope I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure. No. Yes. Oh my God. I'm like doubting myself now. I'm so sorry. Why did I think that? I know Allison played something by Rhonda Larson, but maybe it wasn't this one. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay, I was right. You also played The Gift, right? I think that's why I started doubting myself. Anyways, it was lovely. Yeah, one of my favorite pieces performed in April. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm just going to set up my stand. The Gift, yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, Rhonda Larson has some really beautiful music. And her performances and recordings of her own music are also like really amazing, which of course is to be expected since she composed them, but still very nice. Yeah, so this is Be Still My Soul by Rhonda Larson. I'm going to start over. I'm sorry. This has never happened before. I'm feeling uncomfortable and we're just gonna do this again. Pardon me. I'm kind of hot, that's why. One sec. Oh my gosh. One sec. They're cozy concerts. I mean, really, it's fine. There's a lot of notes, okay? Take two. There you go. That was Be Still My Soul by Rhonda Larson. Jackie says, so cool. Sounds very fun to play. Yeah. It's actually very hard. When I heard it many times before actually learning it, and it all just sounds like arpeggios, and I was like, oh great, cool, easy. All of these arpeggios are really hard. She chose really hard notes to use. Oh, thank you, Allison. Thanks, Mom. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I actually want to, I know usually you say this before you play a piece, but I want to dedicate this last piece that I just played to both my grandparents on my father's side and also my great uncle on my mom's side, who have since passed on. Tomorrow it'll be a year that my grandmother passed away. In December, it'll be a year that my grandfather passed away. And just recently, 2 years ago, my great uncle passed away. And so I want to dedicate it to them. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great piece. I don't know why I was so nervous playing it. But yes, and thank you again for not roasting me for stopping. I was just very uncomfortable, so I'm glad I started again. Yeah, it's not easy. But I'm excited to check out her other pieces. Like The Gift is another really cool one that I really enjoyed when Allison played it. And I'm sure she has others that are very awesome that I just haven't listened to yet. Where's my little paper? Oh, there. We've arrived at the end of the show. I definitely thought this would be longer. I mean, I knew the pieces were kind of short, but that's okay. So we have decided that the pumpkin this is Lilith, and she is accompanied by her friend Marshall the ghost. There's also this one here, but you couldn't really see it the whole time. It says Trick or Treat. It's another little ghost. I feel like this one could be Lucifer because it's even cuter. So it's so cute that it's funny that it'd be named Lucifer. But this one just looks kind of goofy. I hope you understand, Sophie. Yeah, so just a reminder, if you did enjoy the show and the music, despite my little situation, you can send some money my way. You could even send me money because I'm not perfect. And this was a lesson in imperfection. So not to brag, but I'm really good at being not perfect. So you can tip me for giving you this life lesson. You can send some money either through PayPal or e-transfer if you live in Canada. The information is down below. You can also just ask me to send you the links. You can message me anywhere, anytime. I'll answer you. Also, just to let you know, if you don't, I will be making music videos out of the pieces that I've always been doing that. So you can already go on my channel and see playlists from the previous concerts. So there's the live stream and then all the music, the like songs that I actually played. So I'm going to do that again starting Monday. One piece will be put out on my YouTube channel every day. So you can listen back to the music without sifting through the live stream. And the easiest way to kind of keep track of when these music videos come out is just to subscribe to my channel. Why not? It's free. And then you'll be notified. They'll go in your YouTube feed when I post each music video. Make sure to check out the Google Doc that I created full of resources. You can ask me to add some on if you have discovered resources that you think are really pertinent to these concerts. I didn't specify it specifically because I don't think anyone here is new necessarily. But part of the mandate of these concerts is to feature composers of color and composers that are not men, which I've done today. So anything pertaining to that, social justice, music, let me know. But yeah, bookmark the Google Doc so you have all the resources. Subscribe to my channel. I already said that, but I'm saying it again. And the highlight of every concert is knowing when the next one is. And I have already decided when the next one is. It will be Saturday, December 18th at 1 p.m., same time on YouTube. And it will be a Christmas concert because actually my love of Halloween actually increases every year. But my love of Christmas is at a much higher level and it increases every year too. So I'm hyped for that. I will actually be playing flute and clarinet duets with my friend Amelia. We do have our own ensemble called Ensemble Camélia, but this will be just Christmas music for fun, for your enjoyment. So Saturday, December 18th, put in your calendar. Are you getting out your agenda? Open up Google Calendar, put it in. I'm waiting. And so that will be very fun. Thank you so much for being here, for chatting, for your support, for sharing on social media all the great, amazing things. This live stream is going to stay up and forever, basically. So yeah, I'm just going to stick around now while I put some stuff away, and we can keep chatting if you'd like. I can also tell you that the last piece I played, Be Still My Soul, there was an optional introduction that I had been working on where basically you had to sing and play into your flute. And it was a beautiful melody. It's like the melody that the piece is based on. And I really wanted to do it. But it wasn't sounding so good. It's really hard. So I cut that out. So be grateful for that. Sarah says, I think you're perfect though. Well, thank you. As like a human, sure. As a musician, we're not so sure. But I have fun. So that's what's important. Oh man. I want to actually get more into like doing recordings, because when you do recordings, you can like stop and start all the time. You can redo things. You can put little clips together, but no one will notice because it'll be like edited. I think that's my calling. So do things that are not live, but I still will do these concerts. Don't worry. Sarah says, no, I meant entirely, so fight me. Well, I'm not going to fight you. So. Thank you again, everyone. Jackie says, thank you, Caitlin. It's always a pleasure to come to your cozy concert. Thank you, Jackie. It's always a pleasure to see you here. I know I'd spoken about like in July, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do these. I want to do them in person, but also virtual. I just decided to do the same format this time. And probably I will in December as well, just to keep it consistent for a little bit longer. But maybe next year. I'm really curious about doing these on Zoom. And the only reason for that really is so that if people want, they can actually kind of show themselves on video, and it would be even more of a like communal experience sort of thing. Whereas here I'm just like talking at you and you have to type all the time sort of thing. So let me know if you'd be interested in actually attending these on Zoom. And it could still, you could still have your like audio and video off if you want, of course. It wouldn't be to pressure you. But I feel like Zoom is annoying because you need the link and people always have trouble with the settings and stuff. So I don't know if people would attend really, but thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, feel free if you need to head out. Don't worry, I'm just going to stick around until everyone leaves, basically. Let me know if you're watching any Halloween movies specifically this weekend. So I think I'm going to watch Rocky Horror tonight. Maybe Practical Magic tomorrow, since it's actually like probably like more Halloween like based, I think. Yeah. Also, no one answered me about Nightmare Before Christmas. Do you usually watch it during Halloween or Christmas? I feel like most people watch it during Halloween. So I might just do that. Maybe I'll just watch it twice. Oh, I'm going to put this back. Bye, Dad. Anyone? Nightmare Before Christmas? Anyone? I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. Well, favorite themed movies. Bye, Sarah. I'm just sticking around. Sorry, I just like lost my train of thought. I'll just stick around for a little bit longer. But yeah, thank you everyone again. Don't hesitate to send some dollars to my bank account. Also, if you're still watching, if you want to suggest specific Christmas songs for me and Amelia to play in December, mostly we're going to play kind of traditional songs because there's a book of arrangements for flute and clarinet of Christmas music. So that's what we're going to probably use. But if we can find other arrangements of songs that people really like, I will look into that. It's never too early for Christmas, even when it's Halloween. No. All right. Well, you can always message me, Facebook, Instagram, even Twitter. You can leave comments on this video still. If you have any questions for me or thoughts, suggestions, if you think like doing these on Zoom would be of interest to you or others. And if you have any requests for Christmas music for me to play on December 18th, write it in your calendar if you haven't already, please. But I will say goodbye for now. Have a lovely Halloween, happy Halloween, spooky Halloween. Maybe not lovely. That'd be a bit weird. Lilith and Marshall say goodbye. Thank you again. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bye.